Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Yasin here, and welcome to my channel, Yasin Explicit, where I discuss everything related to relationships, dating, female nature, male nature, and just in general, the dynamics between both the genders. So before I get into the topic, I've got a few interesting topics for you guys. Before I do that, I've got a lovely guest beside me, so I'm going to let her introduce herself. So let's do it. Tell them two things: your name and what you're currently doing and what you're up to right now.
Okay, cool. So my name's Salma. I'm 21. I'm currently own a personal shopping business where I source like exclusive stock for clients, like trainers and stuff. Yeah, I've recently graduated from uni doing law, and that's it, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just focusing on my business at the moment.
Okay, cool. Sounds like you're very busy.
Yeah.
So I don't want to waste no time, so let's get straight into the topic. So let's start off by with a question to you.
Yeah.
The question will be: do you think men currently in this day and age are masculine? Are they weak? Are they feminized? What do you think, in your perspective? Tell me.
I feel like it's a bit of both, to be honest, but I feel like women are becoming more masculine than anything, because masculinity, when you look at it, is mainly, you know, being the breadwinner, responsibility, all of that. And I feel like a lot of women are also taking that role, and you also see like dads that are stay-at-home dads or men that aren't. So I feel like it's kind of outdated as a concept, because now it's like both men and women can be masculine or feminine.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think like on that, I would definitely say in terms of, because I always speak good and bad about both genders. I think there's like faults with both genders. I would say the men are definitely not like today's men.
They're not
like
the same.
70% of them, they're not the same, but specifically the responsibilities, they're not really like picking up on their responsibilities.
They used to go to war.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They used to go to war, and now like, and I think that's one of the things as well. I think back then the jobs were more like labor orientated, and they did like long hours, whereas now it's completely like the opposite. So more men are just more like relaxed and chilling.
Yeah. And a lot of them expect the woman to have her life sorted in terms of like financially and be able to provide as well.
Yeah, I mean, about that, we can get into that, and if men actually even want that. But we'll get into that in a bit. But in terms of men, because I'm going to first get at the men first, because I know the guys watching are going to be like, yo, what? Men, obviously, for most part, I think they kind of sedate themselves right now as well, meaning they're just like sitting at home playing games. And stuff like this, or maybe like drugs and alcohol. And I think number one kind of thing that messes men up is let's just say watching adult content online, which completely like ruins man's wiring and brain. So 100%. It makes them like lazy and lethargic, and then they have no and the result of that is they have no like fire inside them, no passion, no ambitions, right? So my next question would be, what about women? Are women right now feminine?
Wait, but I have a question for you in terms of the adult content.
Yeah. I mean, I thought the question was going to be later on, but okay.
It's just case
go ahead. Go do it.
No, basically, you're saying it's only recently that they've become more feminine because of the adult content. But like, how recent is that? Because adult content has been around for a while, but I feel like the change is only happening recently.
No, I'm not saying that necessarily makes them not feminine. Well, to get technical, it definitely it reduces when they're kind of taking part in this activity, should I say, it reduces the testosterone, right? But I would say it's a form of distraction, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So when they get distracted, they get in this kind of hole, and they find it difficult to come out of that. And also, the sticking to like men, I think men are not a lot of men see as like, yo, why should I step up? Like, because we live in a society where men are not, I mean, let's just keep it real, right? Like most men, unless like you're I call it a man of value, or a lot of people like to say high value man,
Yeah.
that's only like a small minority. That's like 5%, if that, right? And that's not even like included like the good looking guys like 6 feet plus whatever,
Yeah.
right? So most men are like, yo, they're not even incentivized to do well. So they're like, okay, this 9 to 5 job, man, I'll just do this 9 to 5 job, whatever, I'll
They
come
don't
back.
have pressure on
They
them.
don't, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so going back to my question,
Mhm.
women, do you think in this day and age they're feminine? Are they in touch with their femininity? One sec, yeah, come on.
I feel like largely, yeah, they are.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like they are. I feel like they are. Because, like, women naturally, as much as, well, I'm speaking for myself or the women that I know, we're better at hiding it, like hiding our emotional side now, but it still exists. Do you know what I mean? So we're still kind of in touch with that side, but we can just conceal it a bit better. And also because we're also getting a lot more masculine traits, so it kind of makes it seem like we're less feminine, but it's still, you know what I mean? I feel like,
Yeah.
like for me, I feel like I have both sides.
Okay. So are you saying, so would you say that it takes the right man to bring that femininity out of her? So she's like kind of like conditionally feminine. Like she's always like masculine or whatever, but if the right guy comes along, then she'll be feminine.
So it depends. In what context are we using feminine? Is it the way she dresses, the way she acts, the way
just overall the way she talks, the way she handles herself?
I feel like yes and no. I think to some extent, yeah, for a lot of women, but it's not always like that for every female, though. I think some female are naturally just more masculine.
Okay. I think in my perspective, right, I think most women right now, they kind of lost that femininity. And there's reasons to that. There's various reasons. One of them, I'll say, because as we kind of mentioned before, they're in the workplace, right? So they got a, like if they have a partner, or whether that's a long-term boyfriend or a husband, he's got like some normal job, like maybe earning 30K. So they're forced to also get a job so they can kind of have this equal partnership and go 50-50, right? So I always say women can only be 100% feminine and kind of just let go of everything when they're being taken care of, right? Otherwise, if they're like out here working long hours, or just your typical 9 to 5, even like 37 hours per week or whatever it may be, they have this burden still, this stress, right?
But some women prosper in that. Some women actually enjoy working and, being able, they can get back home and then, be in touch with their feminine side, have someone look after them, but they still want to have that thing for themselves at the same time.
100%. Do you know what my thing is? I always say, if you're in your like early 20s, whatever, like go ahead, get your degree, get your career. It's fine, but just know that these traits that you develop later on, let's just say it's not conducive to a relationship / marriage.
Really?
100%.
So so you're saying if a girl is a hustler and she likes working and being independent, she can't maintain a man?
Yeah, I knew we were going to disagree here. No, because a man, because most women are looking for what? They're looking for a certain type of man, right? Okay, thank you. And that certain type of man, like I said before, is very difficult to come by.
High value man.
This high value man. Good physique, tall, intelligent, financially well off,
Mhm.
This guy that I just described right now, what do you think he's looking for?
A high value woman, a woman that has everything going on for herself as well. So why would a high value man that is doing so much with his life go for a woman that is just sitting around waiting for a rich husband to come swoop her up?
Incorrect.
I don't think that.
In my perspective. So this guy that we're speaking about, he would happily go to Starbucks and McDonald's and see a good looking girl. And, if she's good looking, if she's, sweet, feminine, he would take her and take care of her, no problem. So I'm saying, men, we don't look for. I think that's why this is like one of the main mistakes. Like we think attraction is like symmetrical, but it's actually asymmetrical. So what women look for in men
It's different.
is completely different to what men look for women. You look for someone who's, got that ambition, very confident, earning, a lot. But men, we look for and you guys actually got a lot more requirements, prerequisites. Whereas men, we're like simple creatures. We've got like literally three things: friendly. We want a girl to be friendly, fit, and feminine.
That is not true.
Right now,
It's true,
okay.
but I feel like that is a plus to some men. Some men find it really attractive as well. From my experience, anyway.
I mean, look, I won't say that we're out here trying to look where we're gonna wife a complete like
Bum.
lazy bum. Like no one's saying that.
A pretty
And
bum.
and I think on that, like I'll kind of double down on that. Sure, 100%. We're not looking for a bum. We're looking for a girl that at least got something going on for herself. But that's completely for a different reason than you're thinking.
Like a teacher. Like
Yeah, a teacher.
like
but
she graduated and then she just stayed at home after or something.
I mean, it's not even just the actual like the career path she's chosen, but it's more when she's doing something, she's not going to be clingy, right? She's not always she's going to have some
Yeah,
other focus,
exactly.
right? So
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you on that. So she's not just kind of
Her man is her life.
her life.
basically.
Yeah, of course. I don't think that should be kind of her only focus, right? So 100%. I also think that you can't necessarily do both. Like it's either.
Yeah, I know what you mean in
Yeah.
a sense. I feel like for me personally, it's kind of with females when they're really focused on something, they can find it very hard to also maintain a man at the same time. Because once a man is in the picture, they don't really want to do much anymore. It's just a big distraction. So in that sense, it can be a bit difficult. But I feel like it also has to do with age. So the more you grow and the more you grown something for yourself, you don't have to take all that tension away on that thing that you're focusing on.